Yeah, I mean, it was been cooler earlier in the week, but this morning temperatures are warmer. 67 degrees in Springfield right now, a south wind and a stickier dew point. Temperatures are about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than they were this time yesterday, starting out at 67 degrees in Springfield and 66 in Branson. We're looking at 83 degrees by dismissal with a mix of sun and clouds, a little bit sticky, but still a really nice day. Temperatures in the lower 80s across the Ozarks today. Upper 60s overnight, and tomorrow we'll keep a mix of sun and clouds with temperatures inching warmer in the middle and upper 80s. 87 degrees tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds. We'll keep partly cloudy skies on Saturday with a temperature of 86. Hurricane Florence is a Category 2 hurricane. The outer bands already making it onto the North and South Carolina coast. It's got 110-mile-per-hour winds. Makes landfall later on tonight. There is a tornado watch in effect for parts of North Carolina because of the threat of land-falling tornadoes. And then the system will stall, dropping catastrophic amounts of rain up to 1 to 2 feet.
We begin Daybreak in 10 right now with a follow-up report this morning. Will your Missouri ID allow you to get on a plane a month from now? There seems to be a little confusion about the Real ID law.
That's right. Earlier this week, Missouri state officials said the state's deadline to comply has been extended into January, but things aren't so clear in Springfield.
Color 10's Colin Lingo explains in this follow-up.
Right, so while the Missouri Department of Revenue maintains it has been granted an extension on complying with federal Real ID regulations, the Springfield-Branson National Airport here says they're not so sure that's the case. It was Tuesday when the Missouri Department of Revenue announced the U.S. Department of Homeland Security had extended its Real ID compliance deadline from October 10th, 2018 to January 21st, 2019. Many may have felt relief.
From our point of view, there's conflicting information out there.
Ken Boyd with the Springfield-Branson Airport did not.
Maybe we'll know something different if DHS says one way or the other.
You see, Boyd is still waiting to hear it from the horse's mouth. The afternoon immediately following the announcement from Missouri DOR, Homeland Security's website still said the deadline was October 10th. So is it failure to update the Homeland Security website, or is it a clue that no agreement has truly been reached? Boyd doesn't know, and at this point, he feels uncomfortable telling passengers not to worry.
It doesn't give me a lot of confidence when we get all these calls from the public wanting to know if they need a passport after October 10th, to tell them yes.
Just to double check, Boyd says he's even reached out to bigger airports.
We've been in contact with the airports in Kansas City and St. Louis.
He says they're struggling to know what to believe as well.
They're in the same situation. They're getting the calls from the public, and they're not sure what to tell people either.
And until Homeland Security comes through, Boyd says he and his team will have to brave the frustrated public.
They're not happy. You know, and I don't blame them. You know, we try to explain to them that, you know, airports don't have anything to do with it. It's the state of Missouri and the federal government. Obviously, people aren't happy with that answer, but that's the reality of the situation.
Colin Lingo, Ozarks First.
Colin this morning, thank you. We put some crime into focus for you now. A Springfield homeowner could be protected by something called the Castle Doctrine.
Remember, we told you yesterday morning that homeowner shot a man who police say was breaking into his home. It happened on West Madison Street. The homeowner has not been arrested or charged. Color 10 spoke with Springfield attorney Tad Moreland, who told us the Castle Doctrine allows people to protect their home from an intruder, but he says police will always investigate all of the circumstances surrounding any shooting.
Was the person outside the house? Where were they shot? How were they shot? But the statute's very clear that a person can defend themselves within their home. They would also look at history if they make a connection between the homeowner or the possessor of the dwelling and the person that's breaking in. They will look at where the shell casing is, where did the incident exactly occur, and maybe they'll check the neighbors.
Moreland also says the Castle Doctrine protects you while you're inside your property, such as your home or car.
That's right. He does point out the lines become a little blurred if an unwanted person is simply standing in your yard threatening your property.
Have a developing story. Greene County detectives are investigating a death in southwest Springfield. The sheriff's office tweeted last night that someone who lives in the area found the body. This is video from that scene. Investigators were focusing on a field behind houses in the 3200 block of South Clifton Avenue. That's not far from Battlefield and Scenic. Greene County officials tell us they expect to release more information today.
Another top story this morning, 2 men behind bars charged with murder in Dade County. The Highway Patrol says 59-year-old Calvin Trent and 36-year-old Willis Trent, both from Greenfield, Missouri, were arrested yesterday.
After an investigation on a body found in Suns Creek, northeast of Lockwood, police say both men played a part in the shooting death of 31-year-old Devin Hunt, also from Greenfield.
Our sister station in Joplin is reporting Hunt and his girlfriend Connie Trent had recently broken up. Allegedly, Hunt had threatened to tell her doctor that she was illegally selling prescription medication. Court documents say Connie's brother Willis and father Calvin then tracked down Hunt Monday as he was biking to work.
Both men confessed to shooting Hunt and dumping his body in that creek. They remain in jail without bond. We'll continue to look for more updates on this story today.
Happening now, Camden County authorities are looking for 69-year-old Harold Neely Sr., who's been missing since Tuesday morning. Neely was last seen in Jefferson City driving a black 2013 Ford Escape going north on US 63.
Does have several medical issues. Neely was traveling with family to Tampa, Florida, but his relatives lost track of the vehicle and have not been able to contact him since then. If you know where he might be, you should call police right away.
Greene County Deputy Aaron Roberts will be laid to rest today. Roberts died when his patrol car was washed away in floodwaters Friday night. He had just checked on an abandoned 911 call. A public visitation for Roberts will be held between 12:30 and 1:30 this afternoon. That's at Praise Assembly on North Glenstone. The funeral service will then be at 2. The procession and graveside service will follow at Green Lawn Memorial Garden on North National.
The day after Deputy Roberts lost his life, an organization called the Greene County 100 Club stepped in to provide some financial aid to his family.
The 100 Club got its name from something required from each member, which is an annual donation of $100 or more. With that money, the group donates $25,000 to families of those who lose their life in the line of duty.
Chair of the 100 Club is Greene County Presiding Commissioner Bob Certain, who says Deputy Roberts' wife was incredibly grateful for that donation.
She was very surprised. She didn't know that was coming. And I just explained about the Greene County 100 Club, what our mission was. Of all the issues she's dealing with, finances is not going to be one of those issues. And so we're very happy to be able to provide that.
The 100 Club currently has about $250,000 set aside for these types of situations.
And in a local spotlight, the historic Landers Theater in downtown Springfield is inviting you to its 109th birthday celebration.
109, to reiterate there.
Something to celebrate.
Congrats to them. The Crown Jewel of the Ozarks is opening its doors Tuesday, September 18th for a community celebration. This is free for you if you want to go. Just show up between 7 and 8:30 Tuesday evening for some cake and champagne.
You'll also be able to see some performances by the cast of Disney's Newsies and meet Springfield Little Theater staff. Right now, Little Theater is also raising money for several restoration projects, including a renovated education facility.
Very nice. Lauren, I know you've been tracking trends for what's happening also this morning before everyone heads out the door.
Yes, the big ominous thing yesterday, Apple had an event where they were seemingly going to make a big announcement. Right. Sure enough, they pulled through announcing 3 new iPhones as well as a newer version, Generation 4 of the Apple Watch. So you can see the phones right there. The left one is, I think it was a 6.2-inch screen.
Ginormous.
Yeah.
AKA the size of
maybe 6. I think it was 6.5 actually. And then the one on the right was 5.8. So the smaller version there, both touting better cameras, you know, everything like that. They always make those promises when anything new comes out. But the innovation really, I think, is the watch. We were talking about this earlier. It can track all of your medical data, send it straight to your doctor. I don't know if you'd want that, but it can also alert authorities if it senses that you've fallen and can't get up.
The watch sounds like a parental guide almost to help you out with these sorts of things. Also, guys, I got this phone I got this less than a year ago. Already obsolete. Technology, guys.
Oh, yeah. They change so much so fast.
Right, right. But people will buy it. I probably will too once this conks out. But hey, we got to talk movies though, because we're short on time right now. Who's going to the movies? Let's pull a name.
Better tell us.
This is the winner right here for the Buzz box office. Valerie Thomas, I would love movie tickets. Thank you for making this available each week.
Aw, super sweet.
No problem. You're
Congrats,
welcome. On
Valerie.
behalf of Chris the Critic, of course. So hopefully you like Chris's suggestions. So again, Valerie Thomas, congrats.
Okay, a little bit of a warmer weekend to head into the cool theater, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have temperatures warm today, 83 degrees by dismissal, a mix of sun and clouds. So keep the weather quiet pretty much through the 7-day. Warming up by the weekend, middle and upper 80s. An isolated shower possible Sunday through Wednesday, but really I do think that most of us will stay dry.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for starting your Thursday with us. We appreciate it. We'll see you back here later on and always on ozarksfirst.com.